Hey guys, Chauncey Phillips here with a brand new movie hunting video. I'm here by myself up in the Los Angeles area. I'm going to go to a couple of different spots, not sure how many I'm going to get to today. I'm going to go to one place now that's going out of business. And one of the other main things I'm going to be doing is going to Amoeba Records because I'm going to be selling some stuff there, and probably a lot of it's going to be store credit and stuff, so I'll see if I end up buying stuff there and what I get, store credit wise to use. But like I said, I'm not sure how many places I'm going to get to. On Amoeba too, it's there's always music, so I'll probably be like narrating a lot over the video, and there could be a lot of narrating today because you never know, sometimes they're like blasting music, so you do the best you can. But the first place I'm going to is called Video Hut. And you can see right here they have a sign, everything must go. It says store closing. It's got like a Christmas thing on there, like a candy cane and stuff. So I guess it's been a while. This has been closing since I guess December. So we'll go in there and see what they've got. Yeah, so it seems like everything in here is like 4 for $20. So we're gonna go in here, see if there's anything interesting left and stuff. Like I said, I don't know how long they've been getting ready to close, but they've got like Cesario and stuff. So that's not a terrible price for this if it's 4 for $20. So we'll see. I might get that one because I've heard a lot of people talk about that, and maybe Selfless. I'll have to look through these and see if there's anything really interesting. But they've got some recent stuff like Transporter Refueled and stuff like that. So look through here and see what we can find. In the horror section, they still have a lot of stuff left. I remember I came in here once with Danny, and they had a couple out of print things in here. So I've got to really look through here. These are all 5 for $20, these ones. So I guess over there was the newer stuff. So those were 4 for $20, like the Blu-rays and stuff. But to see if there's anything that people have kind of missed that's left in here. Like, I don't know what this one is alone, but hopefully there's something interesting left. And I have to see too, TV-wise, if they have unsolved mysteries or any of that kind of stuff, because those are always the things that I always like to look for when I come to these spots. I can't remember when I was in here with Danny what I ended up seeing out of print. I think there was one or two different things I remembered seeing, but there's a lot of stuff left. I guess people haven't really discovered this spot yet, because I remember when I was trying to figure out where it was not easy to figure out that it was in this spot. Creature, but it's a lot of I remember there was a lot of common things in here, and then a couple different things in here. This one though, this was really one of the worst zombie ones, Children of the Living Dead. I always remember how bad this one was. I never liked that one. A lot of these ones, the cases and stuff are in pretty bad shape and stuff, so it's I don't know how the quality of these things would be. But I really have to just, like I said, I can't remember what I saw when I was in here with Danny, maybe a year or so ago when we were doing an out-of-print video. We looked through here and we're trying to see what we found. But I've been looking through here for a while and I'm not seeing much. It's a lot of kind of comedy things left. I feel like people might have there may be a lot left, but I feel like the stuff that's left, people have probably really pick through it. There are some weird ones I don't think I've ever seen, this hospitality or whatever, but I don't there's a couple of things slightly different, weird looking stuff. I don't think I recall seeing the hangman. Like I said, you definitely feel like you need to wash your hands after touching these. All the cases and stuff on these are all kind of squiggly. I don't know what this one is. Homemade. That's a strange looking one. Like I said, there's a lot of sort of strange looking odd titles left in here, like The Innocent. All these ones, they're not really common ones, but they're kind of like the stuff left that you kind of is left because nobody knows what they are, and even I haven't heard of half of these ones. And these ones are 6 for $20, so there's some things in here that are 6 for $20 as well, but I'm not seeing anything, and of course I'm sure there's going to be no Freeway 2. That's the one thing I always talk about trying to find, but never ever find Freeway 2, except for that one video store with Danny, and they did not want to sell it for anything in the world. I mean, they did not want to. This place though has the ultimate squiggly cases. Look at these cases. Like I was saying, there's some really dirtied up cases. Ugh, how did they get this dirty? Some of these ones, I don't even know. They're absolutely filthy. Looks like rotten stuff going on in these cases. I do not know. You really have to wonder, how do they get so squiggled up? Because I've seen some that are squiggled, but these are some of the squiggliest, and every one of them is sort of sticky and stuff. It's really peculiar. They're all the cases, they're all like that. Well, I've been in here for a while and looking at this stuff, and I don't really see anything. Like I said, the cases in here are so squiggled up and stuff. It's like I don't even think I want anything in here because the cases are so messed up. Like I said, like every single one of them are all covered in these gross, weird, unidentifiable substances. Like this could be like, what is this? Like I said, everything I'm pulling out has got gross stuff on it, unidentifiable subjects on these things. So I think we're gonna get out of here and see where we go now. Into the Council Thrift Store we go. Into Amoeba we go. So here we are inside of Amoeba Records. Like I said, they're always playing music, so I'm going to pretty much be narrating over this. But this is a look at the whole store. This is downstairs, the music area, where all the CDs are. They have a really amazing section of CDs. But I think of this place, I kind of think of the movie Empire Records. This is really one of the only kind of places like this, of this size, that I know of in California. They also have a location in San Francisco as well, but they even actually have cassettes in here. They have records, and yes, they're actually still producing cassettes, you know, very limited for certain things, but they still have cassettes. And then if you go upstairs is where they have all the DVDs and Blu-rays, and they have a really good selection of things. It's one of those kind of places where you can actually go in the store and pretty much find anything, and they have mixtures of everything. They have it all in different categories like everywhere else. But like they have also things sort of split up into certain kind of things like Asian horror, and then they have like Spanish horror, and then they have things together by directors and things like that. So it's just one of those kind of places where like if you can't find it, you know, if they don't have it there, then you're probably gonna have to get it offline. But they even have like the Stephen King section with all the Stephen King things together. But I wanted to try to just, you know, do a little video like this to finally like kind of feature the store and kind of show it, because like I said, I've never really gotten to do one like this before. There's always music, and here's the horror Blu-ray section, and have a really good section. One thing with Amoeba too, if you guys ever go there, you gotta look below. There's actually all these different movies underneath. I feel like a lot of people miss them. Even I missed them. You know, back in my morbid days, I never used to actually duck down and look at them. But you know, I always talk about out of print, and this is kind of their out of print section. This is some of the most expensive stuff they have in here, which is some decent stuff in here. But it kind of changes every so often. They have some better stuff. Some like that Spider-Man set, it's $350, but every so often it kind of changes up, and they have like some really expensive, like that Gumby set for some reason is $100. This one, they've had this forever. The Tales from the Crypt. This is one that's out of print. But for some reason, no one's ever bought this, but it's always been here. They even have VHS in here still, and they're like $1 or so. And they're decent, but you never really see any like big box and stuff. I don't really think people buy the VHS too much from in here. I kind of see it forever. And this is kind of like one thing they have in here, which is as is, and it's kind of weird. It's like really cheap for things, but it's like missing things. So if you look, it says like missing disc 2 and like missing disc 3. So it's kind of like, you know, Gilligan's Island, you know, missing disc 1. So it's like I never know who exactly would want these ones. I guess like if maybe you were missing a disc yourself, then you would go and buy that just because you wanted to have the missing disc or something. But they even have a cult section, which is so cool, because cult sections, every time I think of like cult movies and cult horror and things like that, I always think of Barnes & Noble, because that was one of the first places I always remember kind of discovering a lot of these lesser known weird like necromantic and things like that in Barnes & Noble in the cult section. Of course, you know, there's no Barnes & Noble anymore, but that was just like a little look of, you know, showing you guys inside of Amoeba Records. Into Barnes & Noble we go. And one thing I've always noticed about Barnes & Noble, it's really weird. This is a really good Barnes & Noble. They only have a lot more than any other one I've been to. But for some reason, when it comes to slipcovers, it's almost like they throw away all the slipcovers. Like, you know, Straight Outta Compton, you know, I knew that had the slipcover. No slipcover. The Martian, no slipcover. You see, like, look, Goosebumps, no slipcover. Trumbo, which just came out, no slipcover. The DVD, they have the slipcover for the DVD. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Like, here's randomly one that has a slipcover, but like Bridge of Spies, there's no slipcover. It's just really weird. And even like these ones, you know, Universal ones, you always see slipcovers to. There's no slipcover to them, and I don't know what that's about. I don't know, like with Warner, if you know, Barnes & Noble for some reason like throws them out, or they don't want them, or what it is. If it's because of this sticker, I don't know. I cannot figure it out. What happens to the slipcovers and why they don't have them. But they have a really good horror section here. They carry like a lot of stuff. Like, see, this one has a slipcover, but a lot of the ones like Bound for Vengeance, see, like a lot of the Shout Factory, Scream Factory ones, they don't have the slipcovers. Bound for Vengeance. This one I don't believe did, but it's just really weird how like 95% of the things that had slipcovers, the slipcovers have gone missing. And I just wonder, like, if anybody who works with Barnes & Noble, it's like this weird question. It's like one of life's great mysteries is what happens to all the slipcovers that are in, you know, Barnes & Noble. And I don't know if we'll ever find it out or we'll ever know, but it's something that I always wonder when I come in here is why are they missing? This one has it, but like a lot of them, you know, it's Insidious 3 doesn't. It's just really peculiar. This is kind of an obscure thing for them to have, that Brady Bunch cartoon, which I got that one. I talked about that in the shopping video if you guys didn't see that one yet. But that's a funny, weird, trippy show. Like, it's strange animation, but it's like kind of cool that it's on, you know, DVD. I can't remember if they did an official release of the Gilligan's Island one, but that Funimation did a lot of these different ones. But some of the things have the slipcovers, like I said, but then there's a lot of ones. And if you guys didn't know too, Family Matters is now, you know, they're putting out the 5th season of this, but it's only on Burn on Demand, so it's on Warner Archive. So they're no longer going to be officially releasing Family Matters and actually in stores. So you now have to get them off of Archive. You know, at least they're still coming out, I guess. But it's just too bad there's no, you know, any more official ones in these cases with this artwork or anything. It's just going to be, like I said, the Burn on Demand type discs. This place has a lot of the Mystery Science Theater sets. Like, I don't think I've ever been anywhere where they've had this many of these. These are always, some of these ones are like out of print and really valuable. They have like a lot of them in here. Like I said, I don't think I've ever been anywhere where they've had this many of these sets in the same time. This place really is good for, you know, certain things. They get a lot of different stuff in here. This is probably one of the best Barnes & Nobles. I mean, you know, with Barnes & Nobles, things are a little bit more expensive, or a little overpriced, but they do really stock things in here. And that's the kind of thing that's cool with this location. This is the one at the Grove, especially if you're looking for specific stuff and you want to try and find them in stores. This is one of the best ones I would say to do it. And this one has a slipcover on it. I feel like I should just take this slipcover off and, you know, get rid of it, because like I said, nobody wants these slipcovers in here. It's really, like I said, I still can't figure it out. I'm sure half of you all are wondering where these are. If you've come in here, you've noticed that the slipcovers, like I was saying, and I know I'm talking about the slipcovers a lot, but it's a good question. You know, it's like in Return of the Dead. That's a good question. You need to know, where do they go? So that's all for this movie hunting video today. Didn't go to too many places and tried the best to, you know, get as much video as I could. As you saw too, I had to narrate or use music or however I ended up editing it for stuff. But the stuff I ended up getting from Amoeba, I got this Pee Wee Herman shirt. It's a cool shirt. You know, you don't see too many Pee Wee shirts. And I used to always, as a kid, have lots of Pee Wee shirts. And I just got these 2 albums. This Faith No More is the most recent one, which I was like listening to like the old ones and wanted to hear this new one. And I got, I think it's like the first Purity Rings album, or one of their earlier ones. I have the most recent one, but I wanted to get one of the other ones as well. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for this video. Thanks again for watching, for subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.